Welcome to another mini episode of the YGC Collective. I am one of your hosts, 𝗬𝗲𝗂𝗁𝗏 with my co-host.
Hello, I'm 𝗬𝗏𝗂𝗁𝗏 𝗀𝗏. So excited to be here.
And if you've been watching the last few weeks, up until really the beginning of August, we are here to bring you another sponsor or speaker every single week, so you can get to know the women who are speaking in the auditoriums or the women who are sponsoring. Because as you know, we do have a auditorium just for our sponsors where you can go in and out all day long. Obviously get to know them before, follow them on Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever their preferred method is, get to know their business, what problem do they solve, and most importantly, your time is money, their time is money. What questions are you asking them when you do have that one-on-one connection time? So today we're bringing on a very special sponsor. It's MaryAnn Landry. She is with DCA. She has the most amazing role. She's the CEO and CVO, and she's going to talk a little bit about what it is that they do and why you should go visit them before the conference.
Well, I'm very excited to be here. Ladies, thank you so much for having me. And it is an honor to also sponsor such an uplifting event right here in Houston, Texas. So we are delighted to be sponsoring and delighted to get to know the ladies. One of the things that is most important to me is to surround myself with like-minded people, people that believe in the best for each other and the best for themselves.
Yes.
We absolutely love it, and I'm a patient of yours, and I remember walking into the office, and I kind of want you to paint the picture because most people go to the dentist and it's like they don't like the experience, and B, what you guys, your husband, your team have really created the ultimate experience that I'm just excited to go to the dentist twice a year.
Yeah, well, I think that when people want to find out what do they need to know from me is really that I can solve a problem they didn't even know that they had, right? So when you go to the dentist or you think you go to the dentist or it's a thing that falls off your list, we really wanted to be a beacon of hope in our community. So we built a standalone practice. So we are a private practice. We're not associated with dental service organizations or anything like that. So in essence, you get a customized experience. And so when you come into our practice, it's much more like going to a boutique hotel because I do not have busy telephones on the front desk. We mentor our youth and we have a hospitality team. So you will be greeted, you will be seated, you will be seen on time. And so what our team really does is we partner with you and we assign you a patient advocate who will find out what your goals are, work on, like if you didn't know you had dental goals, well, we're here to tell you that you should have some goals for yourself in regards to your total health and your oral health. And then what we'll do is we will talk about the pillars of health. So we don't look for problems, we look for what your reality is, and then we look for possibilities. And then we partner with you and we plan with you, and we look at the 5 pillars of health, which are basically your soft tissue, your hard tissue, your function, your aesthetics, and your airway. And we will talk to you about where you're falling in each of those things, and then we'll develop what we call a pathway to health. And then at your time frame and your length of opportunity of what you want to accomplish, when you want to accomplish it, we'll get it done. And so then you can have optimal health. And one of the things that I always like to say with people is, what do you notice when you meet somebody first? What is it that attracts you to them? And sometimes it's one of two things. It's either your eyes or your smile. And so people really, when they feel confident in their health and they feel confident in their smile, they attract a lot more opportunity and creativity into their lives. So I really have Pandora's box of a playground that I get to meet amazing people and we get to do a lot of philanthropy. So my title is CEO, but also CVO, which is Chief Visionary Officer. So I make sure that we're moving forward and we're always progressive, but the most important thing is the relationships that we build with our patients.
Oh my gosh. Gio and I were so intentional with wanting to make sure that all of our sponsors had, the people coming to the conference had access to the sponsors, because most of the time it's just a sponsor, it's a name, and you really like, okay, great, thanks for sponsoring, right? This is right. the very reason we want it to be interactive. We want people to get to know you. You are a wealth of information, and everything you just said was so easy. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, okay, great. I'm going to bring you my dental issues and this is the possibilities. And you just glided through that entire thing, which I'm sure is the same experience that people have when they come into the office. They're gliding through.
It's a very synchronized experience. We hire people with values overlap, and we do extensive training with our team. So we really ensure that our team has, that they open their mind, they have a growth mindset, and, people only know what they know. And in most cases, what they know about the dentist is you go when you have a problem, or you go because you have insurance and you've paid for something, so you might as well get a cleaning. So in essence, we are the practice where whether you have insurance or you don't have insurance, we can handle that. We can take care of that. We can file your insurance for you, and if you don't have it, we also have an in-house membership. So what that does is that it enables people to be able to come regularly and not have to pick because your insurance covers this, but it doesn't cover that. Really what we're going to do is we're going to lay out what the plan is that you need. And we only have experts in the office. So in essence, what we're going to do is give you the reality. And I mean, if you ask most people or anybody, the first thing they'll tell you that like they value besides, their family and their religion is basically, if you have your health, you have everything. And so many people are walking around with things that they do not know. And what you don't know could hurt you, but really, in essence, what we want to do is we want to elevate your thinking. So our two of our practice philosophy pillars are educate and elevate. So we want to educate people. We don't want dentistry to happen to somebody. We want dentistry to happen with them. And so in essence, we will educate, we will share images. We don't just do itemize this, and this, but we all also say, okay, dream. If you had a magic wand, what would you do? What would you create? And so in essence, we stay very realistic with people and grounded, but we open their mind to possibilities of not problems. It's opportunity, it's options, and it's really just to increase their confidence and to have a better life and a healthier lifestyle, because your head is connected to your body, right?
Yes. We always talk to women about the relationship with health, and it was extremely important for us to have a speaker come in and not your traditional doctor that's going to tell you all the things that you could have. We have someone coming to speak on holistic health, and then a sponsor that was in alignment with that, which is you. And so it's really important that the education piece, like you said, and having a healthy relationship with health where it's not waiting for the problem and it's going in and just understanding, like, however old you are, what you've done, your mindset on health before, we're here to really help teach you that it can be fun,
right?
And it can be exciting. And just like you're planning a vacation or you're planning the next year of your life, you can't do it without your health, like you said earlier. So.
Well, and and I invite anybody, if they just even want to come in for a tour, to see and get a feel for what we have happening. But we're definitely proactive and not reactive. We don't want you to have an emergency. Emergencies do happen, but we don't want you to have something where it's later in the game, because when it is, that's usually when it's more expensive, right? So the other thing that I wanted to touch base on is, we know what we do and we know how we do it, but why we do it is that we believe we can increase our humanitarian footprint through dentistry. So dentistry and sleep apnea solutions happen to be our vehicle, but we partner with some beautiful charities as well, such as the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Those that have periodontal disease are 11 times more likely to get breast cancer or other types of cancer, and there's a lot of contraindications with periodontal disease too that people don't realize. It's contagious, and it can lead to all kinds of heart problems and complications with diabetes, etc. So we want to keep people on the path to health and total health, and we don't, we want to be transparent, and we want to guide you. We're more like a personal coach, really. So you don't just go to a gym. Well, you could go to a gym and pay for a membership. You could go to a gym and you could take advantage of some of the training classes, right? Or you could go to a gym and you could hire a personal trainer. So in essence, we are more like when you come to us, you get a personal trainer. So my entire team will work with you one-on-one. We will see you on time. We will value your time. We will not rush you. So we're definitely based on quality and not quantity. So it's really about creating great patients and having patients have a great experience that they look forward to coming in and maybe have one of our drinks of the month at the Sky Bar, or be part of the raffles and giveaways that we do and some of the other partnerships that we have, like with Woodhouse Day Spa. So it's a really pampering experience while you're taking care of yourself. So we believe in congratulating people for doing so.
Well, you've done an amazing job. Your team's done an amazing job. Every time I go, I have the best experience from beginning to end, and even like the follow-up, which I think is fantastic. We are so thankful that you're sponsoring the collective, like you helping the Giving Down with us. You've always just been an amazing pillar to us, to the community, and giving back to the first initiative for the Banker Texas check. So many things to happen. If you're watching and you're like, I want to see MaryAnn. I want to go do a tour. I'm ready to get my dental hygiene education now. Do that before the conference. Don't wait till August. Everywhere you're watching and listening, there are links to go to their website, to their Instagram, or just to book a tour or book a consultation. So MaryAnn, we thank you so much for being on, and thank you for your time. And we can't wait for the women to meet you at the conference.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I am so looking forward to rubbing elbows with the guests and the speakers and the other sponsors, and of course you ladies for being the brainchild behind all of this and making great things happen for women and for their communities as well. So thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I love it. This is our job, you guys. We get to have amazing women be part of such a bigger vision than just having a conference. So if you loved everything MaryAnn said, like we said earlier, go follow. You can go to their website. You can book an appointment. It's so important. One of the biggest things for us was health and money, and we're bringing that to the table at this conference. So we will be back again next week with another speaker or sponsor. Did I forget something? Go ahead.
I just want to say this, that everything you just heard, because I always think, what is the perspective of the beautiful women that are listening to all of these? They're really, it's a mini podcast, but all the sponsors get to come in and really share. That was her own word. I'm going to use quality. These are truly quality businesses, companies, women, concepts, ideas, services. That was such a great taste of someone who truly cares, is very knowledgeable, but the quality in which she's coming is of service to the women that are coming. And this would be a great opportunity to meet her in person, get questions answered, and just be thinking through like, wow, this is, because we are coming from, it's business and personal. The whole person is of value. And this is just another opportunity to see like every part of us is so important. And she just represented that beautifully.
We thank all of our sponsors and speakers. We'll be back again next week. And if you are just watching this for the first time, on our YouTube channel, there is a playlist. It's extremely easy to get to. It's a link. You can go back and watch speakers and sponsors that have already been on the podcast. And then we will have an agenda coming out shortly so that you can pick who you want to speak to. But don't worry, all the sponsors will be available for VIP night and day of. So we'll see.